with me a second. All right. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Lunch Break with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do short Lunch Break with Shel video tutorials Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Standard Time. And I also do Facebook Lives Wednesday nights at 6:30. Tonight we are going to be having a play with the new online exclusives coming March 1st. I shared these in my Facebook Live last week, and there are never before seen products, and they're coming on March the 1st. Now, they've shown us a small selection of what is available, and I was able to pre-order some of them. Now, I've showed you the basic 3D embossing folders. That's the 3-pack. I did not get the paper or the alphabet stamp set. However, I did get this entire suite of the Irresistible blooms, and that's what we're going to play with today. Now, something interesting I noticed when we were playing with this paper. I showed you the paper last week, but the colors, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Petal Pink, and Soft Seafoam. Those we're familiar with, but there's two more on here, Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Guess they must be bringing those colors back. That would be my assumption. So I went into my archives and I found Pretty Peacock, ink pad and marker and blends. Okay, so I was pretty happy about that. And I found a re-inker and a marker for Lost Lagoon. But I've had an ink spot, so I inked it up, so now I have the ink pad as well. And the only paper that I had left was in my scrap bin, and as you can tell, there's not much. So we will wait for that to come back out, because I'm sure that they would not put it in the DSP if they weren't going to be bringing it back. All right, so our card today is going to be a fun fold card, and it is going to be a pocket card. The pieces that we're going to need for the card today is our card base is just a single layer of basic white. And then we're going to have, sorry. Bear with me a second. Technical difficulties. All right. I have the video up on the screen in front of me so that I can see that if I'm in camera or not. Okay. So then we're going to have a piece of DSP, and I've chosen this gorgeous one. And then we are needed to have some DSP for the pocket. And the idea is that you're going to put these two pieces of DSP on here to form a pocket. Well, I didn't like it. So that prompted me to go into my scrap bin and find some of the Pretty Peacock paper. So I think this looks much better. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to take that white out of the way, and we're going to get started on our pocket. So how I like to do it is I like to put it in place visually, and then I'm going to grab my Tombow. So I want this edge open, so I'm going to hold this edge and I'll glue the other two. Seeing as I don't have hardly any more of this paper, I don't want to mess up. And I've just got that glued right along that edge. There we go. And now this one is going to go on like so. So I'm going to hold this edge and glue the other two. There we go. All right, pretty simple so far. Now I'm going to bring it back in that piece of white. And we are going to glue this onto the front of our card. I guess it's not the front, it's the back, but you know what I meant. See how that white pops? All right, so then I needed to have another little piece of Tahitian Tide to mount my insert on. Well, I didn't have any. I found a piece that had a score in it, and guess what? I'm going to use it. So we are going to set all of this aside and we are going to do some stamping. And I have, let's put those dies out of the way. I'm going to bring in this little flower and these little leaves and the dots. And what greeting do I want? How about I like you? That's always nice. Oh, and we're going to need these masks too. I guess I'll just leave that stamp case open. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is stamp my greeting. And I'm going to use Pretty Peacock ink for that. There we go. Let's see if I can get it inked up and stamped nicely. Let's stamp off first. Well, that looks good. Let's give it a whirl. Sorry if my head's in your way. Oh, perfect. All right, we will take that off to the side. Next up, we are going to stamp our flower in Memento black ink. And I'm just going to stamp that right about there. Beautiful. And then I'm going to put this mask on here. And I'm going to get another block. And we are going to ink up the leaves. And I'm going to use Pretty Peacock for the leaves, just to be different. All right. See how they are popping behind the flower. Now I'm going to move this mask down here, and I'm going to stamp the leaves again. All right, remove the mask, and there's the magic. Not too shabby. All right, now I want to color my image. What color? Oh, we're not done stamping. I should have left that mask on. And I have masks for the leaves as well, just to cover everything up, because I'm going to stamp some dottage. And I'm going to use gray granite. That loaded on a block. There we go. Now we can color our image. There we go. So let's bring our card back in here and just get a visual. And see what color flower we might like. I think red's going to look too funny. I think I'm going to go in the purple family. I think Fresh Freesia is going to be too light. Let me get somewhere here. I have color chart. Oh, those are the old ones. Oh, I don't know what I do with it. I don't. This might help me. What color? There's some purples. Rich raspberry is going to be pretty dark. Let's take a piece of scrap and try Rich Raspberry Light and see how that turns out. I think that's going to be fine. That is going to be fine. So I am just going to quickly color this flower. I love the leaves, the leaf stamp in this set. It's different than anything we've ever had before. So because it's different, I like it. All right. Now this is going to lighten up a little bit when it dries. Boy, oh boy, my eyes aren't real great today. Now, in the middle, let's go with dark So Saffron. And continue with this petal. And then in those center areas, I think I'm going to do a little different color. Maybe, where's that piece of paper? There it is. There we go. That's as difficult as this card is going to get tonight. So we are going to take this and we are going to glue it onto our salvaged piece of Pretty Peacock. And because the bottom is going into a pocket, I don't think we're going to notice it anyway. So let's do a trial run. Nope, you're not going to notice it at all. Now, we have two options here. We can, I'm just using this as a gift card holder. We could put a gift card on the back, or we can take a piece of basic white and pop it on the back side so that we have a place to write our greeting. Or in this case, because I used white as the card base, you could write your greeting on the back of the card. But for today's purposes, I'm just using white and popping that in like so. Now, prior to the video, I took some of, where did it go? What did I do with it? Anyway, oh, here it is. Crinkled seam binding. I took some of that and I colored it with the marker. And I want to make a 2-color bow. Now, I don't know what this is going to look like, but we're going to try it. I just want a little bow. Come on, fingers. There we go. Oh, that looks kind of funky. I just wanted a little something to put down here. Now I need a glue dot. Now let's find those ribbon scissors and trim some tails. Wow, I mangled that one. All right. Let's get all of these off. All right. Now, somewhere, I have these spectacular loose frosted dots. And I absolutely love these. They are pink, yellow, and I'm guessing pretty peacock. So we are going to try a few of these. And there's 360 of these in a package, if you can believe it. Come on. And they come in 3 sizes. So I'm going to try to pick out and they're flat on one side and rounded on the other. No, I do not want to lose those on the floor. All right, so let's see. Let's put this one here. And something like that, just to embellish that up a little bit. I'm just going to put a little dot of glue and press the dot into it. There we go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And this is our little pocket card. You can put a gift card on the back if you like, using the Irresistible Blooms bundle. And I have another card to show you that I did before the video. And this one is exactly the same, only this one I used a different color DSP, and I did use the DSP for the pocket on this one. And this time I used the pink, I don't know what you call them even, pink loose frosted dots. So there are 2 cards for today's video I hope you enjoyed it. And check out this bundle, guys. It is really, really cool. I'm going to bring in another card here that I made and show you the die here. And when I open it up, I use the die on the front so that the inside is decorated too. For this card, I actually stamped the flowers on the DSP and then embossed them in clear embossing folder and used the yellow dots in that package. So that's our cards for today. 2 pocket cards and an alternative. Really cool. I like them both. So thanks for stopping by, and I will let you go, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.